You need to know about premature ejaculation. Suffer from premature ejaculation. You may wonder why you seem to reach climax faster than most of your buddies or the actors in those movies that you see in the theater. Before believing that you may suffer from premature ejaculation, take into consideration the average amount of time it takes for a man to ejaculate. The average time for a man to ejaculate is 6.5 minutes. Younger men may ejaculate a minute or two sooner. Older men may ejaculate a bit later than 6.5 minutes. Premature ejaculation happens to most men at one point in their lives. Only when it becomes a constant in a man's life can it be considered a dysfunction rather than just one time mishap. What exactly is premature ejaculation? The rather broad definition is when both partners are not satisfied with the sexual performance, such as the man ejaculating immediately following penetration or shortly after. Typically, 2 minutes or less to ejaculate on a regular and consistent basis is grounds for a man to be diagnosed with a sexual function. There are also two types of premature ejaculation. Primary premature ejaculation occurred during a man's first sexual encounter and has continued to occur since then. Secondary premature ejaculation occurs when a man has had normal sexual function, that is, man was previously able to control his ejaculation and climaxes. There are also two classifications that are sometimes used. These are normal variable, when premature ejaculation happens periodically. Premature like ejaculation, when a man ejaculates after 2 minutes from penetration, but it is thought either by him, his partner, or both partners to be premature. Though premature ejaculation is typically a great source of embarrassment for men, it affects anywhere from 30% to 70% of all men at least once in their lifetime. There are some predisposing factors which contribute to the likelihood of these affecting men. Lifelong issues with premature ejaculation are being looked into as being a genetic, inherited neurological condition. Chances are that if you are suffering from lifelong premature ejaculation, you have at least one first-degree relative, such as your father, suffering from the same problem. Medical conditions: urethritis, prostatitis, hyperthyroidism, erectile dysfunction, and obesity. Psychological issues: relationship issues, stress, and depression. If you think that you do suffer from premature ejaculation, be sure to visit your doctor to rule out any underlying, possibly more serious health issue that may be causing this. A visit to the doctor will usually involve a thorough physical examination with particular attention paid to the genitals. This is to ensure that there are no infections or other ailments that may be causing the problem. One thing to bear in mind is that there are no definite tests that define you as suffering from this dysfunction. The diagnosis is mostly based on a man's expectation of himself and from his reports of distress given his lack of ejaculatory control. From that point, you can seek several different treatment options. Behavioral training: this is perhaps the most popular and most effective treatment. Since there is no cure for this dysfunction, behavioral training will allow the man to regain control over his climaxes. This typically involved the start-up technique. Reducing sensation: to reduce the sensitivity of the penis, men sometimes will wear condom layers, upwards of 2-3 condoms, to allow them to last longer. There are also a range of anesthetics on the market, including creams and sprays, which will numb the man's genital to again promote him lasting longer. Using this with caution, as the numbing effect may be passed on to your partner and the lack of sensation may result in man never climaxing. Physiotherapy. Pelvic floor exercises are often suggested to be practiced by men suffering from an ejaculation dysfunction, though there is no scientific proof showing that these are effective. Counseling. Many times, premature ejaculation is caused by psychological issues, such as sexual repression. Once and psychological issues are dealt with, often the dysfunction will dissipate. Most importantly, be sure to check in with doctor if you ever feel that you are suffering from any sort of physical ailment or disorder. He or she will be able to discuss with you what your best treatment options are. If you are serious about treating or taking care of premature ejaculation, make sure you check out this site right here. This site is helping thousands of people in overcoming the problem of premature ejaculation. You can check it out instantly by clicking the link in my video below.